From the Atlantic coast, over the many waterways, across the Great Plains, towering over the Rocky Mountain ridges, all the way to the Pacific Ocean, one creature is consistently found throughout ancient symbols and stories. One creature flies proud with wisdom, courage, and strength. The magnificent eagle. It is said that when the world was new, the birds were created to dwell in the middle, where the land meets the great heavens. Of all the birds who greet daybreak with their song, the eagle flies the highest in the sky and can see the furthest into the past, the present, and the future. The magnificent eagle is a messenger from the great Creator. The eagle feather has two parts, light and dark, daylight and darkness, summer and winter, spiritual and physical, peace and war, life and death. Like the great eagle, one woman made her way over the many waterways, across the Great Plains, towered over the Rocky Mountain ridges, all the way toward the Pacific Ocean, the magnificent Sacagawea. Born in the Bitterroot Range of the Rocky Mountains, she was given the name Sacagawea, which means bird, and Wea, which means woman. So her name means bird woman. Sacagawea's knowledge of the land, rivers, and sky would be the very skills that helped the mapping and exploration of the United States. When she was a young girl, her people were attacked by a neighboring tribe. Many of her village died while others fled. Sacagawea was taken prisoner and carried 600 miles away. She was later traded to become the wife of a fur trapper. One winter, explorers sent by the President of the United States camped along the river where Sacagawea and her husband lived in North Dakota. The men were waiting out the harsh winter and preparing to continue their journey through the Bitterroot Mountains the following spring. They had heard that the Shoshone were famous for their horse breeding and wanted to find ways to make trades with them, but they could not speak the language. Pregnant with child, Sacagawea met with Lewis and Clark and their 43 men, known as the Corps of Discovery. Soon they agreed to help with the expedition. In April of 1805, the expedition set sail in canoes and pirogues, which are long, slender boats along the Missouri River towards the Pacific Ocean. Although it was a group effort, having the bird woman along with them proved time and time again that she had been the key to their survival. Because Sacagawea knew the Shoshone language, she was very valuable to the expedition. She carried upon her back her newborn baby boy, nicknamed Pump. Sacagawea took initiative and mostly followed along the river, searching for edible roots and vegetation. One day it has been recorded by Clark that a squall of wind struck our broadside and turned our pirogue over. The articles which floated out were nearly all caught by Sacagawea. In this pirogue were our papers, instruments, books, medicine, and in short, almost every article necessary to ensure the success of the enterprise. If Sacagawea had not saved the supplies, the expedition might have had to turn back. Because of this heroic rescue, a river in Montana was named after her. Hardly a day went by without some sort of problem. Sickness, disease, injury, hailstorms, flash floods, bears, bug bites all over everyone, including her new baby. but the bird woman persevered. She was often stronger and more resilient than any of the men. The landscape began to change again, and Sacagawea recognized many landmarks and knew she was approaching her family that she hadn't seen for over 5 years. As the expedition approached the tribe, and like so many other times before, they were understandably protective. But when they saw a woman and her baby traveling with the group of men, they noticeably relaxed and invited them to their tribe and to visit with their chief. The chief was none other than her brother. Upon realizing this, it is said that Sacagawea danced in celebration. She became the translator between the men, and soon trade deals were made. The expedition could now cross the treacherous Bitterroot Mountains with horses. Finally, after many months and over 2,200 miles, Sacagawea, her baby, and the men in the expedition saw the Pacific Ocean. They learned how to make salt from seawater and oil from a beached whale. With the help of the bird woman, the return trip was not as treacherous, even though they still experienced sickness and starvation. Sacagawea traveled 4,500 miles and made one of the most remarkable journeys in American history. Without her help, the expedition most likely would have failed. Like the eagle, Sacagawea was a pillar of courage, wisdom, and strength. Like the eagle, she rose above great challenges with the indomitable spirit of a bird woman. Many statues, memorials, monuments, schools, community organizations, and geographical landmarks have been erected for Sacagawea because of her heroism and contribution to America. In times of struggle and life's challenges, how can you be like Sacagawea, the magnificent bird woman, and show courage, wisdom, and strength?